What's up? It's KT Oregon and Park, man. Who we got right here?
Just Bang, man. Mr. Big Beard, Mr. Similar like himself, the biggest eight.
Bang, you been a little quiet lately. What you been on, bro? What you been plotting on?
I've been sitting on some shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Between me and you the first person that heard this shit. Section 8. Man, I've been sitting on some shit, man. Section 8 about to drop probably like next month or something, man. Been working on that. Me and my nigga J Factor. Whole album down there, me and J Factor. Produced by J Factor and then me, of course. So.
You got some features on that motherfucker?
I'm thinking of putting some niggas from the hood, like some niggas from my section, because it's called Section 8, so I'm thinking about putting a lot of niggas from the section on there. If not, like... I got
Section 8, okay.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Section 8, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about putting a bunch of niggas on there. It's already done, like recording and everything, but I got a couple, like, I think about like 4 songs or open verses that I might give it to somebody from the hood, have them get on it, or push kind of shut, I might do it myself. You know?
So you into like boosting up the homies or your people from your section? You
Man,
into that?
That's mandatory. I got to, because right now how they looking at it from my side up top, they looking at like the door open. You got the door open for us. You feel me? Like you holding the keys right now. So if I got the door open, I gotta leave it open for them. You know what I mean? So my only thing that I can do right now is try. You feel me? The only thing I could do is like if I got the door open, leave it open, and them niggas gotta walk through. You feel me? So if I can do my part, I'm gonna do my part. They do theirs. You feel me?
So you got like 25,000 followers. How do you use your platform to benefit yourself and, you know, your people?
Right now, like, the main thing I do is try to utilize my platform as far as, like, sharing anything that I could share, like, anything that's possible, like if anything that they got going on, rather it's music, rather it's clothes, rather it's, like, anything, I try to make sure that I can use my platform to share that and repost them or whatever they is, like, majority of my people rapping right now or trying to rap or, like, coming up with anything, and I don't know, the best thing I could do is let them use my page like it's their page, like whatever they got to promote wise, you know what I mean?
It's like your home is really important to you.
Because that's where I come from, you know what I mean? And if you don't got that, where you going to go back to? It be times where you got to come back to where you from to humble yourself, or you might be up hella high, or you might be going through some shit that where the niggas that you come from or the people you come from, whether it's a female or a dude, they only know where you know what you're going through because they done been through that and they going through it as well. So sometimes coming home and appreciating where you coming from and remembering and reminding yourself where you come from, it help you, because sometimes you got to come back, you feel me? So where I come from, I'm talking about my household, not even the city of Oakland, not even the Dubs. I'm talking about my mama and my granny and them. I was raised with just my mama and my granny and them. And they was always big on family. If we was to argue inside the house, that shit wasn't leaving the house. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same with my hood. If I argue or get into it with any nigga up top, we're going to deal with that shit inside the car, behind the house, in the house, fight, whatever. We're going to get that shit over with right then and there. And we ain't gonna use our platform to degrade each other or belittle each other, because we got to come home. We don't have each other and need each other for something. You know what I mean?
So give your abstract opinion on politics other city politics coming into Oakland.
It's dumb. It's dumb because if you ask me, 9 times out of 10, them same individuals, I don't want to keep saying the N-word, so them same individuals that get into out-of-cities politics, 9 times out of 10 wasn't in them politics inside their cities. So it's like you don't got a name for yourself inside your city. Why come to somebody else's city and try to make a name for yourself or try to make it seem like you was just that nigga or that individual in that city? It don't make no sense. Now you putting yourself in a way bigger world, because the
Oakland
beef,
different.
It's different. The beef out here, the folk out here, the shit you got to go to out here, the war out here is way different. And now you got to put yourself in that aspect. It's like it ain't gonna play out right for you.
I feel like Oakland, like GTA, damn near.
No, it is GTA. It's OTA.
So you dropped that album, Perry's Son. I'm assuming you Perry's son, and who's Perry?
Perry, my dad. He shit, I don't know. That's all I can say. Like, that's my dad, and I did it because the first album was called Tammy Baby. Mm-hmm. And then I was gonna do it again, but they like, if you do it again, feels like if you do it again, it's gonna be like a sequel. they gonna expect Tammy Baby 3, Tammy Baby 4, Tammy Baby 5. And he's like, it's gonna eventually get played out. So like, shit, do one about your dad. Like, and I'm like, I played with that for a minute because it's like, if I'm gonna do one, I might do one about like Tony's son. Tony, that's my godmama, my mama little sister. I'm like, if I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do one about her. But then I'm like, I could do one by my dad and then tell a backstory about that. My dad wasn't in my life like that, you feel me? But he around now, and he tried to be around then, but it's like, he wasn't around as much as I needed him. So that Perry son was like, it meant something to me because I was able to talk to him about that shit. I was able to send it to him too, and he liked that shit and told me hella shit. It was older females that I've been knowing all my life just through the hood, not even blood related, and they seen that album and was like, man, I didn't know that was your dad this, your dad that, and you feel me? Like, I learned most shit about my dad from the streets and just from posting that album cover that he done never told me. It's crazy.
So what kind of principles do you think, or what kind of qualities about yourself do you think you took from Perry?
I took the quality I think I took from my dad. It's a pro and a con. I took being a father from my dad because my dad wasn't a father in my life. He was really absent in my life as being a dad. So I always made a vow to myself and to my kids that I'd never be him. You feel me? So it's like the shit that he did for me was show me how to be a man due to the fact that he wasn't around in my life like that. You feel me? So it was like I vowed myself that I'd never do that shit to my daughters, and I only got daughters. You feel me? I don't got no.
So why vouch him on the album?
Why put him on the album?
Why vouch his name on the album?
Because he showed me how to be a man. I wouldn't have been a man if he didn't. I wouldn't have been a man if he wasn't less than a man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot from him not being around. Because I had to learn everything from my mama. I had to be a man by myself. I was outside. I got pictures and shit all over the internet that where I was outside with niggas 18, 20. I'm like 9. You feel me? Like, I had to.
I've seen them pictures.
Yeah.
Little bad.
Yeah, like, I was in search for a dad. You know what I'm saying? So, me looking for a dad, I found the hood. I found the block, and that's how I ended up who I was and what I was to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to protect myself. I was able to make mistakes due to him not being around. Because if my mama couldn't teach me how to be a man, so me going and finding these other individuals in my hood to look up to, them was the only man figures I had around.
I could see why your section is so important to you.
They raised me. Besides my mom showed me how to love a family member. Showed me how to protect a woman. You feel me? Showed me how to respect a woman. And they showed me how to, like, you can get a woman by being this, you can get a woman by being that, you can lose one too by doing this and by doing that. Other than that, they just showed me how to get a female, keep a female, lose one or respect one. Other than that, I learned all the man shit from the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
Bang, I feel like personally the FOD kind of coined the term motion, like too much motion. Now, I'm going to keep it real. Y'all started saying motion and motion this, motion that years ago, but then I started hearing that shit everywhere. So for the people from the core of where the motion came from, what is motion and what is not motion?
Motion, really, I'm going to keep it a band with you, right? Motion don't have to be like you having a lot of money. Motion don't have to be you having hella change. Motion don't got to be having 2 watches, all that shit. You feel me? A lot of people think that's the motion because that's what we have, and a lot of the time that's what we promote. But, like, you can have a 9 to 5. You can be a podcaster. You can be a YouTuber. You can do some type of content. A female can have OnlyFans and be popping. A female just posted she made like 40-some million, 54 million off OnlyFans. She having motion. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody right now that been working with UPS for 12 years. You feel me? He having motion. Like, you know, Manager right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody right now that at a rental car place. Right now, he got the line on rentals. He having motion right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the people that we going to see, the jewelers, the niggas that we buying clothes from, these people that's making clothes, like, they having motion. Like, they got something going on. So it's not always about you having hella chains or you having hella females or you having hella money or showing that. It ain't about that. It's about the shit that you do day to day that ain't lazy, that ain't consistent. Like, that's not consistent. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't be comfortable. If you comfortable, you ain't having no motion because you content at whatever you was doing at first. You know?
So for the youngins out there, motion is like doing something for yourself.
Right now, for the young niggas, motion is going to school. You know what I'm saying? That's motion. Like, ain't no female gonna talk to you if you stupid, if you can't fill out no job application, if you can't co-sign for her car, if you can't sign off for something. You get what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's crazy because like good credit, going to school, that's motion.
That's motion. Like, you gotta have credit. They ain't gonna teach you about no credit and no stocks and none of that shit on the streets. You feel me? We learned that shit damn near going to jail, listening to somebody in jail, like, oh, you heard about crypto, you heard about Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, if you learn about that shit in school, like, if you go to school and learn the shit that we ain't learned, that's having motion. Going and getting scholarships for, you don't got to get a scholarship for playing basketball. And if you is playing basketball, you have emotion. You playing football, baseball, soccer, whatever, you have emotion. But you in school, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's at. Like, that's for the young.
Oakland's the mecca of the game. So you hear my nigga Bang talking about what is motion. That nigga said going to school, playing sports, nigga having a good credit. Nigga, that's real motion because you can get a lot done with.
You can get a lot of shit. You can get a house, you can get a car, you can get the chain you see these niggas having, you can see the watch these niggas having. Like, you can get all that with credit.
All of that shit.
With credit.
Yeah.
That's having motion.
See, a lot of niggas don't understand. You don't gotta be like sell drugs, have hella bodies, do hella street shit to be that nigga.
The main niggas that selling drugs, some niggas that sell drugs be dumb and they end up going to jail. Some niggas that sell drugs be lucky, but at the same time, that don't make you having no motion. That's making you have a plan 9 times out of 10. Somebody that's selling dope or selling weed or whatever the case may be, you got a plan. That's a stepping stone. You plan to get a certain amount of money and cut. But at the end of the day, sometimes you might bump your head and fuck up whatever. It might fuck up your motion.
And it don't make you better than a nigga who went to college.
It's a nigga right now that's in college right now that's doing better than a nigga that's selling weed. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, it's a nigga in college right now with credit, A1 credit, 700 credit score, 800 credit score right now. It's a nigga right now on a block with he probably got about 50,000. He don't got no bank account. He don't got no credit score. He got a chime.
Any moment, nigga, it's over.
Any moment, his cash app about to get locked.
So on the other side of that, nigga, what ain't motion? What's not motion, nigga?
Being lazy, sitting on your ass, harassing for it, not asking for it. You feel me? Doing the shit that you can't do, living above your means, trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? Seeing what somebody else got, playing Mr. Me Too, lying about certain shit. You feel me? Like, you can't be doing all that, playing both sides, acting crazy. Like, it ain't about that. Like,
you ever seen a nigga with no motion act like he got motion?
All the time. Instagram. Half the motherfuckers.
Instagram give niggas motion.
They giving niggas motion, filters, all the type of shit. Like,
repost.
All you gotta do is repost. Half the niggas shout you out for a repost. It'll be your birthday. It'll be a video. They only want that because they want somebody to look at their page like, ooh, who shouted him out? Like,
that's not motion.
That ain't motion. If I shout my niggas out 9 times out of 10, I share they post from their page. That's the shout out. I don't gotta tag you. They gonna follow you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I shot niggas out when I feel like it. Like,
that's the nigga with motion. Right?
That's the nigga with some motion. If you feel like you my friend or less than my partner because I didn't shout you out at the time you wanted a shout out, you ain't really my friend. I shot you out based on how I know the marketing work. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga shot you out, say it's your birthday, say your album dropped today. 9 times out of 10, everybody that know you gonna post your album today. By the time they look at your story, by the 10th post, it's the same post. They tired of it. They already know what the 12th post gonna be, the 11th post gonna be. They don't want to see your shit no more. It ain't gonna be no 1,100 views on your shit. It's gonna be like 200 views because they already know what's gonna see next. I might as well post your shit tomorrow or 2 days after that. I might as well post your shit 2 days after that just because I know that's when somebody ain't gonna be expecting it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't no point. Like, you feel me?
Up and coming artists, you know, who doing their thing and feel like they don't get enough support. And like, you feel me? What's your take on support? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? And like, what's your opinion? Because it be like niggas who like, you know, who see your shit, you know, and they don't repost it, don't like it, but they seeing it. Or niggas who watch your story all the time, but they not supporting. What's your opinion on support you know what I'm saying, and upcoming artists. What you got to say about that?
I say first and foremost, support is free. Like it don't cost to support nobody. No matter how you feel about the person, no matter how you look at a person, support is free. You can not like their music, you could like their music, especially if you know them. Like you should support them, like, cause they'll support you if they could. You feel me? Sometimes people don't have the lane or the same platform as you to support you, but like if you had a chance to support somebody, I think you should support them because support is free. But also, for the young niggas, stay out of politics. You feel me? Some of the old niggas, too, stay out of the politics because the politics make it hard for you to be able to support. Because it's like, okay, if I support him, then they gonna be tripping. If I support them, then they gonna be tripping. You get what I mean? Like,
bro, I've been going through that shit.
You gonna go through that shit, but then they gotta look at it and respect it. At the end of the day, you behind the camera. You feel me? Like, you not in that, so if they can't respect that, I can't work with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, same with me. Like, if you can't respect what I'm standing on and my principle, I can't work with you. You know what I mean? It's like, I ain't promoting shit. You feel me? I promote what I promote and I stand on what I stand on. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And they got to respect what you coming from and where you come from and what you stand on. Everybody got to stand on something. Everybody got to have some type of principle. It ain't just hella students in school. Students in security, no. It's a principle. You feel me? You gotta deal with something. You feel me?
And so, the last one, so for up-and-coming artists who got a dream, but niggas ain't supporting them, they not getting their follows, they not getting their views, you know what I'm saying? Because you got hits with like hundreds and thousands of views. You got millions of streams, you know what I'm saying? So for up-and-coming artists who don't have that and who not getting that support, what kind of advice you got for them?
Just stay focused. Stay focused on your dream and what you in it for. You in it for a purpose. You ain't in it for who like you feel me, or who don't like you. You in that shit because you love that shit. You in that shit because that's what you want to do. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it ain't no purpose for you to say I'm done with it, or you feel me, or it ain't no reason for you to wake up in the morning and worry about what the next motherfucker got to say. So if you ask me, stay focused and worry about what you got in this shit for. At the end of the day, that's what's going to pay off what you in it for. Your voice, your words, your writing on that paper, your sweat in that studio, in that gym, like, it's up to you. Like, you feel me? So stay focused on what you really in this shit for. Like,
oh, my mama, and I look in your eyes, I see you've been through that.
I've been through it. I had to do that shit my whole life. I had to support myself. I support myself to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a team behind me, but that's as far as, like, a label. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got my own marketing team, my own branding team, my own manager, my own nothing. Like, I do all that shit myself, and I appreciate it, take my hat off to Phil and the label and everybody on that side, you feel me? But as far as, like, the shit that you supposed to do as far as priority, nigga, that's a priority. You supposed to find a manager, you feel me? You supposed to find an assistant. You supposed to find the people that can help you as far as form a team, and you supposed to be able to form that team. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like, right now, sometimes my team be myself. Like, I'm a one-man army. I can do that shit myself as far as editing my vlogs, putting my shit together, having somebody hold my other phone and record this shit for me. Like, other than that, like, right now, I'm more comfortable with doing it myself. I know I need a team. And
you're used to supporting yourself.
I'm used to supporting myself. And I know everybody need a team, and I'm looking for a team. But right now, until I find the right team, me cool. You feel me? Like, yeah.
Oh, my mama. So we got Just Bang here. Anything else you want to say?
Just go subscribe to all my music. That Perry Son out right now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know it right now. Be on the lookout for all my new content coming. I'm about to start creating a lot of content on YouTube and shit. So watch out for my vlogs, my interviews, my pop-up questions. Whatever these motherfuckers do, I still got to get on TikTok and look at some shit. But, like, I'm about to fuck around with the YouTube shit. So, like, be on the lookout for that. Forever Your Turn, a new record label, FYT. Stay on the lookout for that, too. I got a lot of niggas coming from up top from that section. So,
my mama, KT, Oregon Park, we gone.